Yo, what is up, guys? It's me, Eve, again here playing Tokyo Ghoul Break the Chains. In today's video, we're going to talk about the new Hide, the new Carnival, the first ever Carnival support character that we have previously seen. He's the first one, and he is extremely broken. I don't think anyone needs a question. Should I summon for him or not? He is a must-have, like a literal must-have character. Out of all of the must-have characters, he's the must-have basically. And it's gonna be like that for all of the OP supports in this game. Like when Sen came out, she was a must-have. When Uta came out, when the game just started, he was a must-have. Same goes for Hide. He is a must-have in every team, and you want to play him in every team that you are currently playing. If you're not playing him, you're gonna be losing, because person who's gonna be playing him versus you is gonna win most likely. So in terms of, we're going to talk about his skills. I'm going to show you teams for all of the orgs as well in there. But in terms of his basic stats, he's looking very nice. CP number 1, HP number 2, and defense number 1. So his survivability is actually very good. As well as he has passive skills that allow him even more survivability. But again, attack 60, he doesn't do any damage, so that doesn't matter. In terms of his active skills, after increasing basic stats of all allies, by 16.5% for 3 turns, gain 2 stacks of efficiency boost up to 4 stacks. Efficiency boost after an allied character uses an active skill. This effect is removed to allow the ally to reuse the skill. The reuse skill deals 40% of the original damage. So he basically allows you to activate the skill once again, and that's extremely broken. So his passive skills, when the battle starts, gain the friendly partner and increasing all allies basic stats by 15%. When the self gains efficiency boost, all allies deal 5% more damage for 2 turns up to 4 times. When self efficiency boost is removed, all allies take 10% less damage for 2 turns up to 2 times. Friendly partner, when the battle starts, if the allied character with a different tags from your own gain the tag that appears from most frequently among those allied with a different tag. So he basically, even though he is no orc, obviously his tag is no orc, but he can change the tag. So basically, if you're using him in Aogiri, he's going to be in Aogiri, as well as he can use all of their passives as well on him, like gain all of their passives that they give to all of the allied Aogiri characters, or like any other characters. Same goes for Anteku, CCG, all of those teams, he gains all of that stuff. After an allied character uses an active skill, this effect is removed and allows you to reuse the skill. The reuse skill deals 40% original damage. When allied character with the highest attack has their HP drop below 50% for the first time, grant the target shelter and self-devotion lasting until the end of the turn. So shelter reduces damage taken by 30%, that's very good. Devotion, when an allied character with a shelter takes damage, bears 50% of that damage. If the character with the shelter dies, loses 50% of the max HP, removes devotion, and revives the character. So this is for you, basically like a struggle on Retoka, but now you just get revived. It's kind of like we had the Green Juzo having his cell. He basically did the same thing, but I think he was you weren't allowed to basically kill him once he was revived, or until at least the next end of the next turn. And this one, you can actually kill him after he gets revived. So this is not as good as his cell, but this is a huge game changer sometimes when your character just gets revived instantly, especially if you don't start first. If you're like basically on the same amount of CP, this is where this could like come in really in clutch. During your turn, upon using a skill for the first time, grant Rise to all allies up to 3 times. When Rise reaches 3 stacks, grant Courage to all allies and raises their skill level, increasing damage dealt by 5% and pen rate by 5%. So this is 15% for each, is also very big. Courage, when attacking, inflict additional damage equal to 140% of your attack. So that's another huge buff. Because again, when using a skill for the first time, this is basically in each turn, you will be able to get all of the 3 stacks if you're using different characters. If you're using the same character, then you might not get this one. But for if you're using like 3 different characters, so Hide counts as one. Hide, then, for example, if we're talking about like Anteiku, let's per se, you're using the red token second and the Ken third, you're still getting all of these, and you're getting the courage as well after this. So pretty easy skill set, pretty OP. All of the stars look very important, very strong on all of them. I do think he's extremely broken. You must use in every team that you're playing. So let me show you some of the teams in here. So on Deiko, this is how it's most likely gonna look like. Barima in the end, the red Toka as the charmed character, green Toka for the charm, the Ken for the damage. He's gonna be doing the reuse skill because again, red Toka could do some big damage here, as well as the Ken is gonna be doing some good damage as well. So you're just using Hide and then one of these two, or like both of them, maybe depending on the situation there. For CCG, this is the team. You could possibly swap out again Maru for, if you don't have the 2 God cells, just swap out for Barima. If you don't have the, for example, Blue Juzo leveled up, even though we just got the exchange update, so you probably should have him on at least D and hopefully higher than to like triple S in there. So you can swap out him into the Amon. But again, it's better with, I think, Blue Juzo. It worked much better and much more nicer in this team. So you can swap out like that. For the Augir, I think this is the best one. There's a few different variations that people run. There is a CP advantage. There is a full backup team like this. When you have a full backups in here, I think this is like fully reliant on Noro and Ken damage. The Inaki here is just for the sake of his passives, and the obviously Arima is also the same thing. But you fully rely on these two to do the damage, survive until you start getting the skill levels from Naki, as well as you kill someone and you get the skill levels from Ken, and you're just demolishing everyone with a 3-star skill from Noro. This is basically the gameplay. Another version is you switch up the Barima here for the Psy Ayato. So you swap out the Psy Ayato in here on the field. Another also kind of the version that people play, again, the old school green Ayato in here on the field as well. Just the same as it was previously, but we just switch out one of the characters on the field for the sake of getting ourselves the green Ayato. So this is the different variations of Aogi. On other teams, not really looking like there's a lot of variation on this one. Again, the only character that you can possibly switch is the Blue Juzo, but I think with Blue Juzo is just works much better because again, him having so many attacks in a row is insane. And they could also doesn't really see any other like type of teams working currently aside from this. Maybe like switching this green Toka for another green Toka could also be interesting, but again, I think the charm is just playing too good, especially versus mirror matches, and having the taunt on that is just too nice. For the no orc, one of the variations that was pretty popular is currently this one, because again, I think it's based off one of the players, one of the whales playing this game, this team on the RTA, and he was winning everything. So this is kind of like an interesting build. Again, you can swap out the Sen in here for the sake of obviously the Shu, for the sake of if you're like going for more than one turn, Shu can get the passive. Again, Shu is not that great with Hide. He's pretty pointless in this. You can easily cut him out. Also, you can swap out this one for the Uta just for the sake of, again, buffs, like passive buffs. You're not going to be using him as an attacker. You're just going to put him in there for the sake of buffs, and that's it. This is like different variations. Obviously, Barima in the backup is the best case scenario. You're just putting him like this. So this is how you basically want to do it with no orc. Other than that, hopefully you have a great day. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment, as well as tell me what do you think about him. Hopefully you'll have a great luck on him, as well as hopefully you'll tune in for the streams and also join the Discord. And as well, you can support the channel with the content, obviously, in the description there. Have a nice day, and I'll see you on next one.